So let's pass quickly on to Vishal Agarwal as Managing Director for GE. Vishal and I have known each other for, I don't know, Vishal, 20 years is it? Somehow he looks the same. I look 20 years older, but I'll forgive him for that. Vishal, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Donald. Minding my age. So as Donald says, I'm Vishal, and I lead the development investment organization within GE. What is that? We're essentially a platform within the GE company that's a developer. So I built this platform from scratch essentially over the last 3 years, and we are a full-fledged wing-to-wing developer, not to stand in front of our customers, but to stand shoulder to shoulder with them to help local sponsors and local developers to take projects over the finish line. We do that. Why? Because we want to sell more industrial equipment. We try to build some independence, as perhaps Brian will tell you, maybe he won't. We try to build some independence from our technology side that is in the business of selling equipment. But that's essentially what the development organization within GE does. To give you a sense of size of pipeline, over the last 18 or so months, we've assessed 33 projects across the region, and we've accepted 9. So that kind of gives you a sense of the pipeline discussion. This last week, we had the sod cutting, the groundbreaking in Ghana for a project called Ghana 400. It's called Early Power. It was a fast power project. From sort of development to sod cutting, we did that in roughly about 30 months. So very proud of that. So from the first conversation we had with the president, the former President Mahama, and to sod cutting, we did that in 30 months. How did we do it in 30 months? We did this on our own balance sheet. That's how we did this in 30 months. So between METCA, the EPC, and GE, the OEM, we've essentially taken balance sheet risk and got to groundbreaking before financial close. So the financial close of this project will happen probably later this year, but we've already broken ground. We've already shipped. Our TM technology is on barges or ships to Ghana now. So that's a little bit of sense of pipeline and project. To some practical advice, if I could offer you any. The theme of localization, to me, as you probably have already heard, is dear to my personal heart. I'm happy to share my boots on the ground theory with everybody. I really think that matters, and to be able to have developers and partners on the ground that you can leverage to really sort of leverage the local experience, the nuances in dealing with government, and really treating local partners and local developers not as brokers, not as interlocutors, not as door openers, but truly as developers. Right? And so what that your local partner has not done a project financing before, they will after the deal you're working on, if you include them in every single meeting, every phone call, in every nuance of the project. And for us, it's just good business sense. We're not doing charity. We hope that as a result of that, we'll have developers of the future. And we're seeing that in all of our regions. So the next time around, we, from a development standpoint, don't have to do as much of that heavy lifting because we've got someone who understands Ghana and who's done a project financing before and can be more of a lead developer than we need to do. Can go and talk to the off-taker about PPA issues, not, again, as an interlocutor, but truly as a commercial developer would. So those are the kinds of things that are really important to us. If there were 3 or 4 things that are really important on a project, which are in some ways obvious, which is some sort of infrastructure around the balance of the plant. So let's say you need some sort of fuel infrastructure to bring your fuel to the plant. Something that's balance of the plant related infrastructure, cracking that is important. Cracking the government affairs bit is really important. Getting the fuel right is really important. And then doing something innovatively for financing is really important. Why do I say the word innovative? We can't build Africa's infrastructure one project finance at a time. Look at our track record. I know this is dear to my dear friend Carlo as well. We've got to find a way to go faster. Can we do EPC plus F, leveraging off the EPCs of this world? Can you leverage companies like GE a little more with our technology and our financing? Those are the kinds of questions to ask. Let me leave it there. Brian.
Excellent, Vishal. Thank you very much, and keeping up the track record of just-in-time delivery. Everybody's stuck to 5 minutes.
Doing business in Africa. You can't afford to be without Africa Investor.